The one that's not for you, you're gonna find out why they're single. The one that is not for you, you're gonna find out. Like, it's gonna come through. So I'm at the library because I took my phones away from my kids, and I told them that, hey, you're gonna have to do this 4-hour shift with me. So I went to the library to go get some books. So I'm at the library and I'm talking to the librarian, and the librarian's like, oh, you owe a fee. And I was like, okay, I'll pay the money. And she was like, well, you can't go get instead of paying $36 fee, you can go get an $8 book off Amazon and give it to us, and then you won't have to pay these $36. And the guy to the side is just like, actually, you could just download any book for 23 cents. So I look over to the side, and I'm just like, huh? And then he's just like, 23 cents. He was like, hey, when you finish up there, come talk to me. Because he's sitting down at a table. There's like 4 or 5 tables, and there's computers over there. But I'm here at a desk talking to one of the librarians. And so he's like, hey, when you finish with her, come talk to me. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm listening to her, and she's like, hey, go to Amazon, and she's like, just look for the book. And she said it was a couple years ago, so see if they have it, and then come back. But I'll let you get these books. I'll let you check out these books today. I was like, okay. So I check out the books, and I was like, oh, I forgot a book for myself. And then she was like, oh, that's going to be on this other side. Let's go to the psychology section. So we began to walk over there. So she's on the other side of her desk, and so I go and I take my stack of books and I put it next to him. I'm like, hey, can you babysit my books for me for just a second? And he's just like, yeah, sure. So I leave my books there, and I go and I follow this librarian into the aisles, and then she shows me the psychology book that I want, and or she shows me the area, and then I look and I find my book, and I come back over. He's nowhere to be found, so I pick up my books, and then I'm about to leave. He comes behind me, taps me on my shoulder, and he's like, hey, here. He opens up the top book and slips a sheet of paper in there, closes the book back, and he's just like, hey, whenever you have time, call or text me. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I check out that book, leave the library, get in my car, and I start to make a few phone calls. I see him leaving. I head back to my house, and I had texted him on the way. And when I get home, we started chit-chatting or whichever. And so it was such a great 45 minutes that we talked. And I had to go pick up my kids, so I ended up talking to him again later on that night for maybe like 20 minutes. And so this morning, he asked me, hey, on our call today, how was your morning? And I was just like, oh, it was okay. I spent some time. I was just trying to see if, I was saying, hey, I spent some time on the phone this morning, spending time to see if my son has been behaving well in school. And he's just like, oh, well, I would do is, he said, he's gonna always run over you. He's gonna always run over you because you're the female parent. He's also gonna get bigger than you and taller than you and stronger than you. And so you need to make sure that you need to put your foot down, because it's always gonna happen. He was just like, you need to put him in a corner and go have him stretch his arms out. And once he stretches his arms out and then lifts up his hands and then stays in that position for hours, then that's how you're going to do it. And then you're going to ask him, hey, are you hungry? Well, you would have been eating by this time, but because you was disrespectful, then this is why you're not going to be eating right now. And then have him stay in that position an hour more. And he's like, but I know you haven't done that. I just know you haven't based off of what you said. I'm like listening, and even for the sake of this video, like, I don't want to embarrass myself, but I definitely want to share with you like where I navigated and how I had to drive as I was experiencing the unraveling of that conversation. I don't know so much as unraveling, just as he was expressing himself. And as he was expressing himself, I'm just like, okay. And I'm just like, I want you to know the totality of it. Since you're expressive about it, like, since you're going to express your opinion. He was just like, you need to have me talk to him. I was just like, you're a black male. I would love for you to talk to my black son. Okay. I've been desperate, and I've gotten into relationships. I've been desperate, and I've gotten into a job, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not for y'all. But I can't be desperate when it comes to, you can't talk to my son. Right now, I'm feeling, you're bold to give your advice. I didn't say, hey, what do you think? I just shared with you. I was answering your initial question was what have you been doing so far this morning. I shared with him that I have been asking about my son's behavior so far in school because he was having some issues last week and the week before. And you shared what I should do, how he should stand in the corner, how you need to talk with him, and I would love I told this man that I had got a mentor and things like that, but he was just like, well, since you've been combative this whole latter part of this conversation, he said he's gonna keep his mouth shut because he sees how I'm not really ready to listen. I'm 40 years old. And not that age has anything to do with anything. Like, it just really is a indicator of how long you've been on the planet. It's no indication of your intellect. It's no indication of your maturity level. No indication of your financial status. No indication of your knowledge on or your surety on anything. So me even like trying to throw that tidbit out there doesn't mean anything. It just proves nothing. But I'm just thankful that it's being revealed why you're single. And it's going to come through why I'm single. But a lot of times when I'm in conversations with men, because I'm in a lot of first conversations, drastically less amount of second conversations. But I get it. I'm an attractive woman, so I'll be in a lot of first conversations. But because I'm in my home and I'm just sitting down, I like to be able to stay in this, whatever the rhythm is here, whatever the peace is here, whatever the joy is here, and whatever if I want more joy, then, if I'm getting in that conversation, then I'll try to stay in there, and I'll try to fit the mold that person wants. In this conversation with this man this morning, his just giving me, this is what he said: I'm a solution kind of guy. No, I'm a resolution kind of guy, and I'm just trying to get to the resolution. I like that. What I don't like is for someone to deprive themselves of the totality of the situation. Like, what have you already tried? Because that would have been a lot more sensible. What have you already done? What have you already tried? Why did I get chastised by me just sharing with you where my son's behavior is? Because an intellectual person, a rational person, would have been like, is it sudden? Just ask questions. So because he didn't ask questions, I'm picking and I'm perceiving that you like to just solve. I don't think you really like to solve. That's what you're saying. I don't think you really like to just solve problems, solve issues, because what you did was just to go to chastising. I felt like he saw this as an opportunity to tell me how what I'm saying has triggered him and reminded him of someone else that he knows. And this is an opportunity to share with me what you haven't shared with them. Because you met me yesterday. You've seen me once from the side. But when I asked him to babysit my books, he said, ooh, that's when he started writing his number down. But he wanted to go find me in the library. But he saw my butt and he was just like, ooh, wow. But then he saw my face. He was like, oh, no, I need her in my life. I was like, okay, great. But I have in mind, I just feel like what is sometimes, even though people have sure solutions, because I remember talking to a gentleman before, significantly older, but he was a lawyer and he had only lost one case in I think it was like, did you say 20 years, something like that? I was like, wow, that's amazing. He's like, but he picks and chooses his cases. And he also said that the way that he talks does rub people wrong. And I love to hear that. I love to hear that you have actually taken somebody else's critique and you have analyzed it. You have inculcated, you have adopted it you know this, you're aware of this. But what you have refused to do, which is why I was even wondering in the first place, is why you haven't just shifted a little. And that's my issue. I do feel like people need to try to be more accommodating to society, to others. Yes, you are intelligent. Yes, you're a great lawyer. Yes, you are a resolutions type of person. That doesn't mean people need to be trampled on. That doesn't mean that people need to be chastised. That doesn't mean that people need to be made to feel like they're not doing right or you're not. What? But also, do I need to be made feel right while this person is solving my issues? No. Do I need to be made comfortable while somebody is winning my case? No. But you're not my lawyer. And I'm not the one that you need to solve anything with. This child is not even staying with me. So, not that that's a good thing, because that is my ultimate goal. But if there's any way I could see in the future to have to apply foreknowledge now, because that's what the whole essence, that's the whole value of foreknowledge. Foreknowledge is to be able to perceive what is going to happen in the future right here, right now. That's foreknowledge, right? So I really want to, I'm thinking, let me just go. I usually just be blocking people, guys mostly. And that's why I'm single, because I'm going to talk to you on the phone. After I talk to you a little bit, I got to at least talk to you a little bit. I can't just be giving, some guys be like, hey, how are you? Can I get your number? No. Thanks. That's flattering. Thank you. No. After we talk some, and I laugh, what? Yeah, you definitely gonna get the number. Oh, you're just so smart. Yes, you get the number. You are a beautiful, yes. But just come on, hey, how are you? Can I get the no? No, we've got to at least talk. But after that first conversation, how many conversations would you give? 1 or 2? 2 or 3, 4 or 5? How many conversations would you give? And is it possible that this particular topic is, triggering for that person? Is it possible that this particular topic is causing this person to express a side of them that you may not necessarily resonate with? Because I'm not looking for a perfect person. They're not going to be able to find it in me. They won't find it in me. But I am trying to get someone that I can enjoy. Have more moments of enjoyment than discomfort. It's got to supersede the discomfort. So, yeah, I can see why this guy's single.